Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be going over some trackers you might consider adding to your planner for April. I have a set of trackers that I have created and I will be using, and we're going to go ahead and set those up and show you how I use them. So if you've seen my channel before, you know that I've been doing this for almost a year now with these printable ones, and I had been making them myself for almost 2 years before that, just in notebooks and things, and they're really fun. I love tracking things. I love having these extra little pages to put into my planner. So we've got that, but also this month, for the first time ever, I came out with some stickers that match. These are printable, so you can print them out onto sticker paper or onto just regular paper and tape them down or glue them down. Then also some printable scrapbook paper. And so I'm going to be using all these other ones in a creative journal spread later and in my planner. So be on the lookout. I don't know that I'll be using any of them today in this setup. I might. I don't know. I haven't figured that out. But I'm going to have these just to the side because they exist and they're cute. But let's go ahead and set up some of this stuff. So today I have a pen. And let's grab some colors that I might need for this. Let's see. This will be a nice blue, and should we do a really light kind of teal? That could be nice. And the peach and the gold I actually have upstairs with my planner bag, so I'm gonna go get that right now. All right, I got the gold and we can go ahead and get started. All of these are available as printables in my Etsy shop now. I'll link everything down below. I am having a sale right now. I'm going to try to post this on Thursday, so it goes through Friday, and it gives you 25% off if you buy 3 or more items. So I do have a lot of single sheets as well, or if you buy, you know, the stickers, this and this, then you will get that 25% off. What color is this? This looks really bright. I'm going to use a little note paper somewhere. Here I have sticky notes. All right, but you will get, no, that's fine. You will get 25% off if you buy 3 or more things through Friday. I'll post this Thursday. Today is Wednesday. So if you're interested, make sure you do that so that you can save a little bit. All right, I always like to add my own little pen flares into what I'm creating, and you'll see that in my planner spreads and my creative journal spreads as well. And I love my mile liners. I have some linked in my Amazon storefront, but really you can find them at any big box craft store or online, and there are so many fun colors. I also do enjoy their brush pens too. Super fun. Okay. So every month I do a theme poll on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me over there. And what I do is ask people for suggestions first and just have a little box and be like, getting ready to make my next month. And then they insert all their suggestions, and then I pick my top like 3 or 4 and have everyone vote on them. And whichever one gets the most is what we go with. So this month, April Showers won. So this is what I came up with after that. Okay, so April goals. Let's see. So one thing we've been working on is decluttering. So we have 2 young kids. So I'm going to say declutter 1 time a week. And in my head, that means spend a good, you know, half day working on decluttering, like on the weekend or things like that. All right. And then another goal, I've been starting to move more. I'm always moving with the kids, but move more intentionally. So let's do yoga 2 times per week. I have been walking a lot. That's not an issue. I've been walking my kids to preschool and things like that, so that's great. But adding in a little more stretching and intentional movement other than just walking and pushing a stroller, which that's great anyways. Okay, for Amy Plans Things, things got a little wild the last couple of months as, you know, young kids getting through everything. So let's go ahead and set a goal of 4 YouTube videos a week, which is one of the goals I've been doing for a couple of months. But it feels like a good amount right now. I know there are some people who come out with a video every single day, and I did for a little while, and I did that in December. I was really proud of that. But that's too much to keep up at this stage of life that I'm in. I would love to get back there, though, because that's so fun to be able to film everything that I create rather than just some of the things that I create. So let's see, we have house stuff. I like to break up the goals by the various kind of themes of life. So house, personal, like physical, this would be business, and then let's do like something mental health themed. So journal every night. Lately, that has been kind of falling off the radar, and you guys know how much I love journaling. It has been kind of hard to keep up with, and I've been journaling every 3 or 4 days instead of every single day, and I think that has affected me, not just sitting and writing things down and kind of thinking through things before I go to bed. So there we go. That looks really nice. Woohoo. All right, so this one is the mood tracker. We're gonna need one color to go with this. So this actually is like more of a red. We can add that in too. So doesn't really matter what order I put these colors in because we're going to be using all 5. I like to fill it in and then write in some moods. And I have specific moods that I track every month, but you could totally track different things. That's why there's just a line here. And for me, it's a way to focus in on how I'm feeling and if I need to think more about my own self-care. It's like if I'm feeling more stressed or more overwhelmed, then it's a sign that I need to look at everything that I'm doing and what's going on and what I need to change. Okay, so we've got these colors. They have a really nice contrast between all of them, so that's great. So the ones I use are excited, happy, okay, sad, and overwhelmed, which that never fits, so I always just write overwhelm. So, okay, so there's the mood tracker. Habit tracker, another thing I like to do is always add in some color here. Me and adding in color. There are 6 habits on this sheet, so I just repeat the one at the bottom, or I sometimes pick another new color, but I think that's enough for now. And some of the habits that I'm putting in here may be part of the goals that I'm following for this month, but they may be other things, like just things that I'm trying to instate. Like at one point I had flossing as one of my habits because I'm habitually very bad at that. So we'll see. I'll need to think about this for a moment. One that I do know that I want to continue, that I started doing and I haven't done very well, is going to bed by 10 o'clock. I'm usually up by 5, and so I need to make sure I'm getting enough sleep. And lately I have not been. So we'll do that one. And then, let's see. Another thing I'm trying to do is sunscreen every day. I've lately just been getting into keeping track of face routines and things like that. And I put on lotion, but the lotions don't have that great of sunscreen in them, so adding that into my routine. Another thing I can do is tidy the entry. I've had that in the past. And part of that's working with my daughter on getting her to clean up when she comes into the house, because we tend to have just shoes and bags and lunch boxes and things strewn across the front of the house, and I clean it up. And so getting her help through that is part of this process. She's 5. Let's see, what other habits? Let's do a walk. That's been really good for me to have on here, to try to make sure that I'm doing it every day as just a form of movement and getting out of the house with the kids, especially as it gets nicer. And then we'll go ahead and do kids' bath. We used to do it just a couple times a week, but my son has eczema, and the doctor actually said to do it daily and then immediately put on the cream. So I'm gonna see if that helps, doing a short, cool bath instead of just a couple times a week for him. And then another habit for me. So let's see, we have a physical habit, cleaning, face, kids' bath. Let's do like a mental health habit. Let's do reading. And let's do 15 minutes. That's like reasonable for me. So that's part of the nighttime routine, but sometimes it doesn't happen. All right, so now we've got the step tracker, which I like to mark off how many steps I've done, as well as how many steps it actually is. So like the color and then the numbers. So we're gonna figure out what I can do. We can kind of do rainbowy. No, that's a red still. And this one's like a really bright orange. I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe we'll do the pink instead and just have it yellow and green and then blue. And then a purpley and then like a pinky purple. That'll be a good semi-rainbow. I love these printables because you can print them single-sided and just print out the ones you want, or you can print them double-sided like I have here. I have them set up for Big Happy Planner, Classic Happy Planner, Mini Happy Planner, A5 Notebook, and the Daily Grind Planner, and all of them you can print double-sided. And so if there are pages you won't use, you can actually go ahead and open the file on your computer and cut out the pages you don't want, like using Adobe Acrobat or whatever program you have, and you can actually cut pages. And then just what you want will all print double-sided, which is super cool. I have a planner tips and tricks video that I go over all sorts of different tips and tricks, including how to look at your PDFs and change them up for your printing. So I will link that in the description box so that you can see how I do that. Because I know not everyone is going to want to use every page in these. I try to add as many pages as I can so that you have whatever is going to be useful for you. All right, so that is looking pretty fun. It's not quite like classic rainbow with this little teal green and the pink, but it looks nice and will be great to use. Okay, let's move these to the side. Go ahead, nothing I need to set up for my water tracker, because I will go over some things of how to get to my goal each day. And for me, I'm not tracking just water, it's just all fluid really, but you could use it either way. Here's my sleep tracker, so I can fill out how long I've slept each night, and then I like to highlight and then write down the number of hours so that I can see how well I actually slept. It's been great for me since I wake up a lot. Gratitude log, don't need to set that up at all. Challenge topic, I will select a challenge for this. But first, I love to just highlight this whole area just to add a little color somewhere else on the page. So we've got that. And my challenge, sometimes I choose challenges that are either the habits or one of the goals so that I can really focus in on that. I didn't add this as a habit, so let's add journaling every day as my habit so that I'm focusing on it. Just kind of clears that mental clutter, kind of like a good to-do list. They serve different purposes, but they both kind of work towards the same goal. All right, April workout log, my self-care bingo. I will go ahead and fill in the free spot here in the middle. And by the way, the self-care bingo, the mood tracker, and the habit tracker, I all have as separate items as well. So they are in the bundle. So don't buy the single page and the bundle. But if you didn't want the rest and you just wanted one of those, you could certainly just grab one of them. Those have been ones that people have requested month after month. So there are a few people who buy those. And so I'm happy to set those up. The others are just part of the bundle at this point. All right, a notes page, month in review, which I'll fill out at the end of the month, and then a coloring page, which I will color in throughout the month as I have time. So yeah, that is how I set up all these trackers. I also have a few trackers I will pull over. I do have a little reading notebook that I am tracking my reading in, and I have some shows trackers and things like that. So lots of different things. You can check out some of my previous tracker videos to see what other trackers I'm using as well. All right, I hope this gave you some ideas for other things you can add to your planner. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.